Hello coin collectors out there, welcome back to the Big D Coins channel. It is Tuesday, so you know what that means. We are going to be talking about some state quarters or America the Beautiful quarters. And you might have guessed it, we are going to be featuring America the Beautiful quarters in today's video. Before we get into that, I want to sneak peek preview of the foreign coin for the foreign coin showcase at the end of today's video. This is a very well designed coin right here. It comes to you from French Polynesia, a very small country. This coin has very low mintage and it's very neatly designed. So we'll talk about this at the second half of the video, so stick around if you want to check that out. Now back to the America the Beautiful quarters. Now I figured I had never really gone on an overview of the actual program itself. There are some cool features to the program that once you dig into the details of, you kind of understand the program a lot better. For instance, the order in which they are coming out. Before researching this article, I had no idea which order these coins were appearing. So just as the props that I've got in front of us, I've got a 2010 Mount Hood, so 2010, the first year they came out, 2011 Vickensburg, and 2012 Denali. Now the background is this cheap folder that I've got. You can get these folders, you can buy them new for around $5 or less, and you can actually buy them used at a lot of coin shops for around $1. So if you're looking to organize your collection, these folders right here are a great way to do it. You can get official mint ones, or you can just get some kind of knockoff ones, which is what I've got right here. They're all hold your quarters the same. Now back to some basics of this program. So here are some basics and then we'll get into the facts. The National Park State Quarter Program is a circulating commemorative United States quarter dollar coin series that began in 2010. The program is officially known as the America the Beautiful quarters. The Treasury Department modeled the series on the hugely successful 50 state quarter program. The United States Mint will issue quarters at the rate of 5 coins per year for 11 years, producing one national park quarter for each of the 50 states, plus Washington, D.C., and the 4 territories. Now, some cool facts about them. There's only one site per state. Each state must choose one location of natural or historic significance. So if you're wondering why states choose certain quarters, it has to be maybe a natural significance right there or historical significance like we see right here. There is a 270-day determination period. The Secretary of the Treasury must consult with the Secretary of the Interior and the governor of each state to determine each state's national park or historic site within 270 days of the National Park Quarter Bill enactment. Now the reason for that is because they decided to release these in the order in which each national park was declared, national park or historic site was declared. So the first coin that was issued was the 2010 Hot Springs Park in Hot Springs Park in Arkansas. Now the reason why that came first was because that was the first national park that was made that each of the states kind of nominated, so that became an official park first. Now the program Renewal, which I need to do a little bit more information about, but I haven't seen any news updates on this, at the discretion of the Secretary of Treasury, but no later than the 9th year of the coin issuance, so that would happen to be this year, 2018, the National Park Quarters program may be extended for another 11-year cycle. If the program is extended, it must run until every state has a second site featured on the coin. So I come from Maine, and in Maine we have the Acadia National Park, so it's kind of fun to think of what the second national park might be. Maine's key kind of natural feature is the lighthouses and the coastline, so that was already featured with the Acadia National Park, so I'm curious as to what they do with a second one. Now, some design considerations for the National Park Quarters. Here are some rules that went into making the designs. No single heads or heads and shoulders only portraits are allowed. No living person may be depicted. No outlines of state maps are permitted, so I think that's a pretty good rule. If you remember, I made a video about the worst state quarter designs in which we talked about Philadelphia, which I really didn't like because Philadelphia and some other states just used the outline of their state as the design, so it wasn't very, very well designed. Okay, back to the national park quarters. Designs must be dignified, designs cannot be frivolous, and designs cannot be inappropriate. So if you're hoping for an inappropriate quarter, that is not going to be the case. Now, also included in that same law, that same piece of legislation, which enabled these coins to be produced, was the requirement for legislation to also produce a 3-inch silver bullion 5-ounce coin. Now, the 5 troy ounce coin had to be 99.9% silver bullion, measuring 3 inches in diameter, to be struck and sold as investment product. These 5 troy ounce coins will bear the same design as their circulating counterparts. Additionally, these coins will have a incuse edge lettering that states their bullion content, weight, and finesse. The face value of the 25 cents, the face value is 25 cents on those, since they have the exact design features of the quarters. All right, everyone, that's a little kind of recap, so I'll have to dig a little bit deeper to see if they actually extended that in 2018, so if we'll have a second run of these quarters, or if we won't. If we only have one run, it will last until 2021. Now let's bring in the foreign coin. This is one of the nicer coins that I've featured here on this channel. It's in great shape. The mintages on this coin are low. Let me adjust the lighting for you. Here we go, here's some pretty good lighting. So if you're reading the letters on the top, you see French Polynesia. That is the country that this coin comes from. The value of the coin, the face value, is 100 francs, which is depicted right there at the top with that 100F. Now the image that you see on the back right there, that is Moorea Harbor. Now this coin was made from 1976 until 2005. The value of the coin is 100 francs. 100 francs is abbreviated 100 XPF. And translates to about 96 cents United States dollars. The metal content is nickel and bronze, has a weight of 10 grams, diameter of 30 millimeters, and a thickness of 2 millimeters. Now, as far as the mintages of this coin goes, this coin that I have was made the first year they came out, the highest year of production, but there are only 2 million of them made. So it's kind of crazy to think the highest year of production, there are only 2 million made. But in 1976, we had 2 million. 1982, we had 1 million. 1984, 500,000. Then after that, it's around 500,000 each year. This coin was made from 1976 until 2005. However, they didn't make one every single year. And as far as the design features that we see on the obverse of the coin, which we're looking at right here, we see a capped head facing the left with the date and the legend below. So the capped head right here, Republic of France, going around the outside, and the date it was made right here. We see the engraver's last name right there. The engraver's last name is Jolly. The engraver was Raymond Jolly, J-O-L-Y. So we see those letterings right there for the engraver's last name. Here's a second look at the reverse side of the coin. We'll bring back in the state quarters that we started with. So 2012, Denali, representing Alaska. We have the 2011 Vickensburg, representing Mississippi. And we have the 2010 Mount Hood, representing Oregon. All right, everyone, thanks for checking out the video. Hopefully you had a great time. If you're all still watching at this point, please do subscribe to the channel. That way you can stay in touch with all the videos that I post, stay up to date, and it'll help boost the rankings and numbers on YouTube. Thank you very much, everyone, and best of luck coin collecting out there. Enjoy.